Hey, what's up, man? So today I got something super special for y'all once again. We got Big Mike out here, man. So Big Mike, what's up, man?
What's the word, bro?
We getting close, man. If we're not already there, man, you almost at the home stretch, huh?
Oh, yeah, about to be off the turn up.
Okay, man. So we gonna knock on wood, man. But before we get into what you been up to lately and how are things going?
I mean, I just been chilling. I just been focusing on myself. I'm getting so close to getting out parole, so I'm really just trying to stay out the way and make sure that I still got the same mindset I had while I've been on parole, the same mindset I want to have when I get off, which is not to go back to jail or be out here doing no goofy stuff. So.
Solid, man. Yeah, we love it, man. Love to see that, man. You're going to be off papers and then you're going to make your thing, make it right, man. We can't wait to hear that new music too, man. And we'll talk about that later. But, man, while we're here, let's get to some of these hot topics that I got to ask you about. Now, the biggest thing going on right now in Chicago, Drill, is the fact that NBA Youngboy had a concert there. It's going to be his first concert in Chicago since the beef with Lil Durk, all the chaos took place. But it ended up getting canceled. Now, there was a lot of preparation, sold out show. A lot of people were anticipating this show, and most people thought it would go off without any type of issue. But it looks like there might have been some issues that the United Center saw there and that the CPD saw there. So they canceled the show. Now, if your initial reaction, Big Mike, what'd you think?
I feel like it was some BS. You know, it's like, come on, man. Y'all, everybody be so thirsty to stop people from getting money and stop people from doing stuff right. And people trying to cut some music out, but that was the mail. All of them, I don't even think it was really no real threat there. Like, they probably I really think they just went off of what was being said on the internet and probably talked about on phones or something like that. But I don't even really think nobody was really finna do nothing. They just stop people from getting money, stop my little brother money. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just.
Now, what's crazy is the United Center actually were the ones who canceled the show, right? And it was said, it's been reported on several blogs or whatnot, that CPD reached out to them and let it be known that there'd be a lot of gang members there. There'd be a lot of people who from the streets in there. And even though that, 80, 90% of the people who go to those concerts are, they're people who pay their hard-earned money. They ain't trying to mess up that experience. They're trying to have a good time. It was just too much street mixed in there to where they couldn't really get a control if something went crazy, man. So they decided to tell them that they can't put the show on. So what do you think about a situation like that?
It's kind of like some national security type. Because, they looking at it like, we could prevent something from happening. That's all I think they was trying to do, is prevent something from happening. They felt like something was happening. I don't know if it was even an immediate threat, but I just think the presence of it was just alone. Like, you know what? We just gonna prevent, any bloodshed by we canceling this. You know what I'm saying? We don't even want this on our hands. So I see where they coming from with it too, though. But you know what I'm saying? Let Chicago be great. Let that man come in and perform. What y'all on?
Yeah, it seemed like they were looking out for the public and the people who just showed up to have a good time, man. They were trying to make sure they got safe, because there's people who are crying online talking about they spent $700 for the outfit, already got their hair done, already did all this stuff just to go to the show and for it to get canceled, man. So a lot of people had good intentions. They were just worried about people with bad intentions. And I guess, like you said, they were listening to social media, you think?
Right, yeah. But if that was the case, if y'all felt like that, y'all should have felt like that from the jump and just told him from the beginning that he couldn't do no show in Chicago. Like, the United Center just did that on their own. Like, you know what? Nope, we don't feel like that'll be a safe environment for the people. We not even gonna even do that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't, though. They let everybody go out, spend all their money. People that spent their rent money on tickets and clothes and shoes and stuff, drinks and stuff, babysitters. For nothing.
Yeah. And what's crazy is it seems like it was the local government and the police that really stopped the show or whatever, because United Center, they tried. They had the day before, they said, all right, no bags. Nobody can come in with bags. No, not even a clear bag, no nothing. So they were trying, it seemed like.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they was trying to do their thing. CPD just, they ain't even want to have to deal with that. They ain't want the oath to have to do all that paperwork or none of that. So it's like, I mean, I get it. They want to protect the people, you know what I'm saying? Bullets ain't got no name on it. These dudes out here ain't got no aim out here. They shooting with their eyes closed. They running and shooting. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be teenagers out there at the concert. You know what I'm saying? People love ones out there. So, I mean, canceling, I felt like they were just trying to stop something from happening. Not necessarily saying that something was going to happen.
Yeah, facts. That's what it seemed like, man. They just try to stop anything from going crazy because you hate for something wild. I mean, it was rumored that they even had to employ the SWAT team as part of the security detail that was going to be on hand for the artists. So you'd have SWAT there, and that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's not an odd thing to happen. But in this case, you know, they've I guess the juice wasn't worth the squeeze because they was like, nah, man, we just can't make it happen.
Right. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was a lot of people missed out on a lot of money. A lot of people spent a lot of money. A lot of people disappointed. Women crying. People's Youngboy fans ready to tear the streets up. It's like, it's just crazy. I seen some like on the internet where NBA Youngboy fan after the concert got canceled or whatever, the NBA Youngboy fan had pulled up to OBlock. It's a video. He had pulled up to OBlock with
a radio. Yep,
yeah,
that was
like
one
with
of
a
my
radio.
questions I was going to ask you later. You know what I mean? But no, go ahead.
Then like with a radio, and he was bumping NBA Youngboy music. That's showing you that that's a, I wouldn't, you know, I don't like calling them fans off, you know what I'm saying, supporters. That's a real supporter right there. He like, you know what I'm saying, like I can't even watch somebody that I idol, you know what I'm saying, something like that. I can't even watch them perform because y'all know some gang bang and stuff. Like we can't even enjoy the music. So that support, that's real, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Those supporters, they real. They got feelers.
Yeah, NBA Youngboy got the youth right now, for real, man. The real young fans. That's him. You know what I mean? Now, I wanted to ask you about this. There was a rumor, and maybe you can clear this up for everybody, that your brother Wooski was supposed to hit the stage with NBA Youngboy, man. So what was up with that?
He was supposed to, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like what happened? They canceled it. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't even able to make his little money off the situation. So it like, I look at it like, y'all hate, you feel? Like, you hate it.
That would have been a big look for Wooski, right?
Yeah, that's what I was telling little bro. Like, we FaceTime right after that. He had FaceTime, and he was like, dang, what the hell? I'm just like, oh no, man. That was kind of like a way for him to, you know, make his way back into the game. Feel me? And, you know, people just be hating, man. They got their ways. They shut it down. He couldn't even make his you know, he's still gonna make his comeback, but that was like the perfect comeback right there. Like Wooski on the stage with NBA Youngboy. Come on now.
Yeah, that would have broke the internet for real, man. That would have been a crazy one, especially on the drill side of the internet, like where people are drill fans, they love drill music, street music. Those fans would have went nuts. We'd be still talking about it this morning. We'd be talking about people be talking about that forever. You know what I mean? So when he told you about it, what'd you think? Like when he said NBA Youngboy wants me to hit this stage, because NBA Youngboy has already shouted him out in songs and stuff before.
Yeah, you know, it was people first. He ain't telling me. It was people that was hitting me up on the internet in my DMs, and they was like, you know what I'm saying, could you get Wooski, you know what I'm saying, to perform? But a lot of those pages, I was thinking like these fake pages, like people trying, you know what I'm saying, like ain't nobody just trusting nobody. Like, I don't even know you. Oh, I never seen you before on them page. This is, well, no, I ain't even put it, bro, in that type of situation. But then he let me know that it was real and that, you know, it was supposed to happen and stuff. So he said, hey, we started soon.
That's wild, man. That's crazy. Now, for a production like what NBA Youngboy's been doing, going city to city, you see the crowds, they wilding out there, man. They still in chairs, they jumping up and down, they having a good time. You know, there was only one city where there was a big incident, I think two. Well, it was Kansas City and then LA. There was an incident in LA. But other than that, all the other cities, it's just been a good time, right? Were you thinking about pulling up yourself, or was that a possibility?
I mean, not necessarily. That's too much of a big crowd for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much of a big crowd when you in big places. Like, anything liable to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people may look at it as like it's Phil. It's not Phil. Like, I ain't scared of nobody. Ain't no man gonna come nothing in this house. It's being smart. You feel me? I got family out here and stuff, bro. Like, people just be willingly put their lines in days. All it takes is one person to see you who don't like you or something like that, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's over with. Like, and you might not see them. It's so many people out there. Like, how you gonna, like, keep an eye on everybody? Like, you gonna keep an eye on thousands of people? Like, I can't even put myself in that situation, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not possible, man. You even seen it, and I hate to divert to this because, you know, it's a crazy topic, but man, you seen what that Charlie Kirk dude, man. They said he even had a secret vest under his stuff. No, if it's just, I don't know. You might as well not even rack you got to be safe. You got to set yourself up. But like, for anything like that, them public situations, man, it looks, it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? A big risk.
Yeah, them crowded settings, it's too crowded. And then you got people bumping people. And then especially once the artists get on the stage, it's like everybody going crazy. Now you got the women going crazy. You got people pushing people, bumping into people. That's a setting that I'm not comfortable being in. You know what I'm saying? So it'll never happen.
Now, with that being said, here's another question. Do you think that NBA Youngboy will ever be able to have a successful concert in Chicago?
It really just depends on the mayor and them and how they feel about the situation, because in all actuality, that's who was pulling the strings. That's who got the show canceled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he told the chief of police told his people, man, look, we that don't need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
So do you think it's a possibility if the local government gets involved and says, you know what, the risk is worth it? Because I don't know, a lot of people, even, you know, the people who are quote unquote his ops in the music industry, we're saying that he could just have a concert and it probably wouldn't be a deal, because everybody knows what the security looks like for a concert. Everybody knows concerts are kind of ran like casinos. You got people like pit bosses looking at the lower level security, then you got security over them, you got the cameras. It's not an ideal situation. But do you really think that somebody would be crazy enough to crash out?
You never know, because they doing it now. You seeing it. Like, I've been seeing like little reels now on Instagram and stuff like that, where they got like the Chicago pages and stuff like that. Like, and they showing you these little dudes out here just crashing out, and they don't even care. Like, they don't even care.
Yeah, recently there was a situation in the McDonald's that was crazy, man. It's going viral right now, man. But you see things like that a lot now, like a lot of crashing out, a lot of craziness. So for NBA Youngboy in this concert, man, just so that he can keep his concert going without issue and nobody actually losing their life, this might have been the best move, right?
I think I feel like it looking at it from the people point of view, I feel like it was the best move. I feel like it was the best move.
Now, if you wanted to give advice to your city or to your section or whatever about how to move forward, man, with situations like this, what would it be?
And just to be like, because there's gonna be artists coming out of Chicago, you feel? So when you on tour and you trying to make your money to feed your family and stuff like that, and you got people telling you like, no, you can't go to this city. We ain't letting you do it in this city. We ain't letting you do it in this city. That's like, you stop it. People stopping your money. Like, and that's the same thing that just happened to him. You feel me? Like, y'all stopping somebody money. Like, y'all stopping somebody for feeding their family all because of some streets. Like, watch out, man. Because the same thing can happen to you. Now, what if you got a big bag, they telling you like, man, look, we got $150,000 for you to come out here and perform. And then now they stop your bag. Now your $150,000 going down the drain over that. Like, business and streets, it ain't even supposed to mix, bro. I don't even get how they do it.
Nah, facts. 100. All right, Big Mike. So next, I want to ask you about a situation that's playing out on social media right now, man. And, you know, there's a lot that's come from this NBA Youngboy, 4K Trey, and OTF beef in the industry. And one of the artists, Memo600, has kind of been, you know, he was a friend of King Von, similar like yourself, but he also has issues with Lil Durk, you know, similar like yourself, right? Now, Memo600 has found himself, I guess, trolled into the way of this whole thing, because right now he was making a post down in Baton Rouge after the announcement of the concert and kind of trolling him like, yo, I can go to y'all city, y'all can't come to mine type of deal, right? So you have Memo posting videos, posting pictures and everything, and you have somebody from NBA Youngboy's side, NBA Ben10, who's actively looking for Memo600 in his city, man. So this is a crazy situation, and everybody's watching closely. What do you think about this?
He antagonizing people. Playing with people. To be completely honest, this is all promo that these dudes are doing, man. This all that stuff be promo that them dudes be doing. The more like crash out, goofy stuff that you do on the internet and post up there and show the world, the more you gonna be seen. The more people gonna want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? That situation set up plays for him to make more money. Just by him going to take them pictures over there or recording over there, whatever he did over there, that set up the play for him to be able to make more money. Cause now people gonna want to talk to him now, like, dang, you went over there, you went to where they come out? You know what I'm saying? So like people gonna want to talk to him, and that's money in his pocket from interviewers and stuff. He can make a song about it. He gonna make money off of YouTube, Spotify, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That all be promo. That be setting up plays to put money in his pocket. I really ain't mad at him, but he is antagonizing people.
Now, what do you think about the fact that there's a whole danger aspect to it? You know what I'm saying? You could be trying to troll and get your bag down the way, and you could see those two moves ahead. But what if you run into a situation where you get checkmated and somebody just stops you out of nowhere and really ends your life, or you're in a dangerous situation?
That's the risk he willing to take. It's got to be the risk he willing to take. You know what I'm saying? He was saying a lot of stuff about a lot of people, dead peoples and stuff like this. It's like, it's a risk he willing to take. He ain't scared. It's like the pure definition of a Chicago, you know what I'm saying? You ain't scared. Like, what I'm scared for. Like, I'm gonna die one day, so what I'm scared for. It's like, that's why a lot of the dudes that's in the Chicago is crash outs, because they not scared. They not scared.
Yeah, and it's obvious because, I mean, he's posting real pictures, but it's really getting under those guys down there in Baton Rouge's skin. Now, he's done something similar like this before, like when King Von lost his life, and he went immediately to Savannah outside of their projects and shot a video and stuff like that. So this isn't new for Memo at all. And the whole aspect of this being promo for him, I agree 100%. It was the first thing I thought of when I saw all of it. But when it comes to Ben10 and them, do you think, like, do they have to move on this because of his disrespect? Or do you think, like, they could say, forget it, man, we gonna not pay attention to dude?
I mean, they don't have to, because it's a troll. You feel me? It's like, he trolling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not finna put all my energy into this one situation that's probably gonna make me crash out and be going away from my family. And now I can't get no money. Like, because if you look at it, what would NBA Youngboy and them side gain from the situation? Like, they got way more money than Memo. So like, they got way more money, way more clout. What would be the gain if they even decided to even go over there and do that? Buddy, it's not even that serious, man. He trolling, promo, he making his money. I salute him, bro. He trolling.
Yeah, and it seems that, man, we've seen this work several times in the past. Like 6ix9ine, he was the king of this, and he was trolling. People were chasing him, trolling, but eventually he did get caught. And once he got caught and got beat up in that bathroom, things haven't been the same since. You know what I'm saying, for his career. So that's the risk you dang near. You know what I'm saying? And in the situation where Memo is playing, it doesn't seem like people are just trying to beat him up if they catch him. You know what I mean?
It's a risk he willing to take to make that money. He ain't scared.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get that. I understand, man. It's just from the outside looking in, people look at it like, is this dude crazy? You know what I'm saying?
He probably did lose his mind. I don't know. You know, he been putting all type of stuff in that weed.
Now, Ben10 and Lil Tim have been turning up all behind scenes at this tour, man. Lil Tim has been on the tour with on this NBA Youngboy tour, and you've seen him and Ben10 together, you know, drinking afterwards, hanging out, having fun or whatever. And they've been essentially trolling. So do you think this might be a situation where now that the rabbit has a gun, you know, type of like, hey, we gonna troll you back?
It's gonna be a going back and forth situation. Ain't none of them minds in the right place. They going off the lead, the perps, all that. Ain't none of their minds in the right place. Everybody worried about reputation and get back. So it's like a never ending cycle. That's all that is.
I mean, that seems like everything you see with the streets too, right? It's always a never ending cycle because nobody can say, you know what, I'm about to be the bigger person. You know, it doesn't even sound cool saying that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But once you get older, you start to understand, man, that can save your life, right?
Everybody too busy trying to be the number one.
Now, I've never asked you this at all, but what was your relationship like with Memo600? Did you know him?
I mean, I just seen him before, like, but he was from 600, you feel me? Like, we wasn't, it was once upon a time where they was known as Brick City, and we wasn't vibing with them, you feel me? So, like, I ain't know him like that. I done seen him plenty of time, but it wasn't no, like, I ain't know him.
Nah, it makes sense. And then you guys are around the same generation, though, which is interesting because you and him are closer than I think. I'm not sure. I want to be exact.
He around my age. He around my age.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how things are playing out, man. Now, Memo's going to get a lot of publicity from this. He's going to get a lot of attention from this. And probably nothing will happen. He'll probably leave Baton Rouge without issue. He probably already left by the time he posted those videos, right?
But he snuck out.
Go ahead.
He snuck out, though.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing, man. Isn't that the recipe for trolling? Like, especially if you go to somebody else's city. Because
you know that. I'm about to go get this promo real quick. I'm finna build right back up out of here. I'm cool on y'all. I just came to take a couple pictures, troll y'all a little bit. I'm finna slap this on the internet. The internet finna go crazy. I'm finna make my little bind.
That is that easy. And the blog's gonna pick it up. They gotta pick it up because they need things to talk about too. So, and this gonna go crazy. It's just a revolving cycle of internet trolling and success and things like that too. So they got their own revolving cycle with that, right?
They do, because the internet is undefeated. The internet cannot be beaten. It cannot be beat.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, many have tried, man, and many have tried to come back. It don't work, man. You can't beat them.
Can't beat the internet, man. They set they setting everything. They control everything. You got one person, they start this story. It could be The story is the story. But by the time you get to the real story, you gonna be to heard a million other stories. Everybody gonna twist and turn the situation they own type of.
That's true, man. Like the telephone game or something like that they used to call, right?
Yeah, the supporters, they be deciding like who do what. Like they gassing these rappers up. Like, you scared, what the band, they on loud. Now he reading the comments or whatever and he seeing what they saying, and now it's something inside of him. Now he feeling like they tested him like his man. You talk about some people that don't even know you. You talk about some people that's sitting behind the keyboard, sitting behind their phones in their crib. You know what I'm saying? Probably some rich little white kids or something just playing on your brain and getting you to do something that you ain't supposed to be doing. Now you to just crashed out. You let a whole fan base. Come on now. Man, I don't know. The internet undefeated. They ain't gonna get me.
Facts. Mike Epps has a funny skit about that, how he invested money into finding a guy who was trolling him on Instagram, only to find out it was some white kid in Pennsylvania, man. He thought he was talking to a grown man from Philly, talking about meeting up, fighting and all that. He was like, man, that's when he found out that, you can't really invest too much of your energy in them comments and things like that. You know what I mean?
So,
all right, so I wanted to ask you about this. You kind of talked about it earlier, but there was a viral video of a guy, an NBA Youngboy fan, going to OBlock, your old hood, and basically playing some NBA Youngboy music that was, dissing King Von, and all that. When you seen that, what'd you think, Big Mike?
I thought that fan was brave and stupid at the same time.
Nah, facts.
Because
now,
if I'm not mistaken, in the video, it was nighttime, right?
Definitely. Yeah, it was nighttime.
So you pulled up to one of the most dangerous hoods in the city of Chicago, and you bought one of the most hated people known to Chicago. You sitting there bumping this man music by them gates. Man, you brave and stupid, my boy. I get to.
Yeah, because it would take nothing for somebody just to come around the corner, do whatever, and then just go back around the corner. Like, you're putting yourself in a real trap there, you know what I mean?
Man, it wasn't until nothing, bro. Like, so anybody could have just popped out of one of them corners, flat him real quick, and ran back inside them buildings. And now we got a dead NBA Youngboy fan, that's somebody's son, somebody daddy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This dude probably working at McDonald's somewhere, man. He just lost his life because he pulled up somewhere where real cases at. Kane was trying to play crazy.
Like, I do you think at a certain point, man, the clout just didn't overtook everybody's mind?
I think it did. I think the internet is controlling a lot of people in this world, bro.
It definitely is, because I'm looking at the video right now, and he's just like, he looks like he might be Asian, maybe Hispanic guy. He doesn't even look like he's a street dude himself or anything like that. And he's on the back gates where other cars are parked on the street. So it looks like it's very early morning or late at night. So maybe that's why, there's nobody else out there really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He probably popped out there at 5, 6 in the morning knowing ain't nobody outside.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the same thing. Isn't that the same exact thing that 6ix9ine did when he went out to OBlock, right?
Oh, yeah. And he had the police with him, though, too. So what do you think? Somebody gonna do something to a police?
Nah, ain't no way in the world. So what do you think about like your old hood getting all this attention based on, King Von and the beef that continues to keep turning throughout hip hop, man? Like this whole Lil Durk OTF, basically a certain part of Chicago versus NBA Youngboy and 4K Trey, man. Can we come to a resolution? What do you think?
That's a crazy beef, like, because first of all, y'all from all the way out here in the Midwest, and y'all from all the way out here down south. How's that beef? How's that beef? We don't even see each other. We ain't in the same streets. We don't walk the same streets, man. We don't hang in the same neighborhoods. We don't even see each other. So how is that even some real beef, bro? That can't even be real beef. Y'all probably try to catch each other in other people's cities, but that ain't no real beef, man. I'm not about to be beefing with nobody. I gotta swim, take a boat, plane, all type of stuff just to get to. Like, that's weird. I don't even get that.
Yeah. Like you gotta jump on a plane just to beef. That's it. And that's why it's an industry beef, right?
That's what it be. But the industry beefs be turning it into street beefs. A lot of dudes, some of those rap beefs, and I believe a lot of people can agree with me on this, was two people who decided, look, this we gonna do. We decided we gonna get this promo. Me and you, we finna make a fake beat. We finna do this, do that to get promo, but end up beefing for real.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And you gotta see it sometimes. And you're like, okay, they just beefing, they going back and forth on live. It used to be live a lot. They go back and forth. I'm like, okay, they got off the phone, called each other, was like, hey man, is that good? You know, that type of vibe.
Just weird.
But now it's smart to where, you know, like if they say that King Von messed with one of NBA Youngboy's girl, I just don't. I find it hard to believe like they would care that much to where people would start shooting and get into it at this point. You know what I mean? But what do you think?
A lot of dudes is tender. A lot of dudes is tender about the women that's in their lives. You feel me? So, a lot of wars that's been started in the world, not just in Chicago, not just in Cali, not just in Louisiana. A lot of the wars that's been started in the world has been caused by one.
Yeah, true. But you get older, man, you understand that you're going to have so many women that you talk to throughout your life, in and out your life. That's the dumbest reason. One of the dumbest reasons to throw your life away. I mean, even with throwing your life away over money is stupid because you can kind of make more money, but it can almost be justified because, you know, it's a means to survive. But like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That ain't worth it.
Tough one, man. Crazy. Now, finally, Big Mike, I wanted to ask you about some of the responses out there that have come from some of these OBlock guys like Ike Muna and cats like that about the concert being, you know, canceled and them basically trolling. So like Ike Muna, he went out and he said, y'all finna cry. It was too many grown men D-riding. Y'all is D-smugglers. So basically dissing people for D-riding because a lot of people were trolling OBlock and saying, oh, they about to perform in your city. They gonna perform in your city. Y'all can't do nothing about it. And now the tables have turned as far as the internet is concerned. What do you think about the reaction?
It just like what I was saying. You responding to some people that's typing behind keyboards and stuff like that. So it's like them people got enough power to make you say something out your mouth. How?
Yeah, it don't add up, especially for a real gangster. You know what I'm saying?
You telling me I might start doing that. You telling me I could sit on my phone and type some words and some comments and make you either crash out or do something you ain't got no business doing. That's all I gotta do? Come on, man.
It's crazy how that worked, man. Now there was another guy, Lil Mike 6'4". He said, you cats care more about the blogs than the internet, more than the business. That's kind of what you're saying right there, right? It's a crazy situation, man. And it's going to keep churning out headlines. And hopefully, Memo600 will be all right. But in closing, Big Mike, it wouldn't be right unless I gave you an opportunity to talk about some of the things that you got coming up in the future. And also, man, give anything or insight or any type of inspirational stuff that you want to talk about as well. Go ahead, Big Mike. The floor is yours.
Man, stay at school. Stay out the streets. They ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? Mothers, keep your kids close. Fathers, keep your kids close. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get better with parenting our kids and keeping our kids away from these people like how I used to be, like steering dudes in the wrong direction. You feel? But it's other things that kids could do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm encouraging like rappers and stuff like I see people pushing peace and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like we got to do something that's gonna leave an impression. You feel? Be like the rappers, y'all making this money and y'all spending it all on chains and stuff like that. Hey, let's pull some of that money back into these communities. You feel me? Where we from? You know what I'm saying? Let's get a community center put up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that'll look good on your name. You from the streets. You made it out the streets. And now you own the community center over here. You know what I'm saying? A homeless shelter over here. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff we could do to help out our communities and stuff. But, you know, I got all type of stuff coming out, man. Like when I get out parole, I could travel now. I can move around. I can say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? I have to do what I want to do now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like illegals, you know what I'm saying? But I could do what I want to do now. Like I ain't got the police hanging over my back and stuff like that. I ain't got this parole law, so I got to go see every week. You know what I'm saying? Take a drop every week, stuff like that. So the music, you know, I'm going to come out with the music. I'm trying to get Wooski to still do our little podcasting together and stuff. But I got some little stuff coming out. If you ain't following these, go follow me on Instagram, Big Mike _Memo600 _ Follow me on YouTube, Big Mike _66.
Solid. Well, I appreciate you coming out real quick, Big Mike. And man, once again, you was dropping them gems on them, man. And until next time, we out this thing.
You know that. Crazy.